Hi guys, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing good. Hi to Nimble Soul Thief, and Mist, and Mushroom Mink, Berlin, and Young Shadow as well. So today, as you can probably tell, we're doing PSO. I'm doing well. Hi Scorpio as well. Yeah, so for those of you who keep up on my X and my Bluesky, and you know that the Wednesday stream is cancelled, that was basically because of a massive heat wave across most of Western Europe that made it basically impossible to do anything. Thankfully that has now eased somewhat, so we are actually getting to what are normal UK temperatures now. So we should be back to normal streaming now. I mean, it's still warm, but it's not relentlessly punishingly hot. Hi Kerry and Maya, good to see you. So yeah, I thought, you know, we'd do some PSO because it's Rare Drop week. And also, I think it's a good week to do it because, as you probably know, another content creator, Pizza Maid, is currently doing a charity stream. 2 12-hour streams for PSO. She's done the first 12 hours, and I believe she's raised over $1,000 so far. So amazing job from all the PSO community on that. Once this stream ends, I will probably raid over to Pizza because she'll be doing a second 12 hours. So yeah, once you've had these 3 hours of PSO, you'll have several hours more PSO with Pizza Maid. Hi, Bowen, good to see you. And Vector as well. So we have Red Drop Week, which is fantastic. Yeah, good to see you, Vector. Hope everything's well. So for RBR this week, on Red Drop Week, we have Lost Heat Sword, Sweep Up Operation 5, and War Limits 2. Lost Heat Sword is probably, I'm guessing, probably only worth doing if you want Handgun Miller or Lavis Cannon. It's quite good for Forest 1 resets. Sweep Up Operation 5, I believe, is Temple. Seems to be pretty good for enemy counts, so if we've got good Temple IDs, that might be worth doing. And War Limits 2, I think, is Creator Interior. War of Limits 2 seems to be on RBR constantly. So we'll probably run some of these. We'll run some, you know, Exard or TTF for Red Ring. Anything else anyone wants to run for? Yeah, I mean, I guess Pinkle was pretty good last week for Red Monster Week, but I mean, the drops in Pinkle Temple are pretty good anyway. For someone returning to Ragdoll with a new character, are there any quests to focus on getting past the early level grinding? Honestly, the way that a lot of people do it is to run the episode 1 quest towards the future. That is really, really efficient experience because it's basically a boss rush. Or even just doing the dragon and then resetting. It is very boring doing that though, so it is good for experience, but it will probably bore you doing it. I would also say things like Maximum Attack in episode 4 are pretty good experience. Yeah, TDF is too good, unfortunately. But yeah, what I would also do as well, Mushroom Mink, is if you're on Ephinea anywhere, we do have like a full week rotating boost. And after this week, so from next Sunday, will be experience boost week. So if you are wanting to level a character, you'll get 150% experience that week. When are we getting episode 3? I mean, I guess we haven't done an episode 3 stream for a long time. I know the demand for it is fairly small, but yeah, we could do episode 3 at some point again. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Mushroom Mink, I think at a really low level, you can probably do more or less anything because the amount of experience you need is quite low. It's only once you get to, I would say maybe when you get to very hard, then it's quite a big jump to go from very hard to ultimate. It's because it's 40 levels. And towards the end of, you know, once you get to about sort of 60 or so, it starts slowing down. Good, but gonna sit this one out. Room is just too hot to play in. Have a good one though. Ah, no worries, David. No, it's cooled down a little bit here. I mean, it's still warm, but it's not as horrendous as it has been. We'll be down for an episode 3 stream. Never beat it as a kid. Yeah, I honestly can't remember if I ever beat the full story. I think maybe did it once. But yeah, it's a fun game. It's just, it relies a lot on you having a really good deck of cards. And if you get really bad pulls, then it just makes it more difficult. So yeah, I guess we can get started. So should we start with some RDR? Since, you know, extra boosts. I'm quite curious about this episode 2 quest to see what it's like. Level 60 slowdown is what I'm struggling with now, sitting at 73. At least you've only got another 7 to go. And again, with experience boost next week, I should make it a bit easier. Yeah, so what are some good temple IDs? I know purple's pretty good. You know, for Yaz, and what else does it get? Heart of Suppressed Gun. Pink is obviously good. What are other good temple IDs? You want anything, Sky? Honestly, the list of things I actually want at the minute is quite small, and a lot of it, we're getting kind of close to anniversary as well, I guess, so a lot of that will probably get done in anniversary. I mean, I think this year I might try for Heaven Punisher, maybe, because, you know, I've got Psycho Wand, I got CLJ Sword, I kind of feel like I should get Heaven Punisher. SGS with hit, I mean, if people want to help do that, I'll do it. But yeah, there's not a whole lot to me. I mean, obviously, getting some more red rings would be useful as well. This character needs one. And I've probably got another couple of characters that could use one at higher level. Just getting the damn thing to drop, it's just impossible. First red ring would be nice, yeah. Yeah, we need to get more people red rings as well. And hopefully some more banners this year as well. Oh, you've been playing since Dreamcast days, nice. You're playing Silence. I can host if anyone is interested in a Slicer Fnatic run. I mean, Slicer Fnatic's really good. So what, is that Oran? Is it War of Limits 2? Can't remember where it drops on Oran. Is it the Lizards? Enemy counts are fairly low on Sweep Up 5. Yeah, I might still do a run of it just to see what the spawns are like. Because it might be a resettable run, but... We're having a heat wave out here, not fun. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we've more or less just ended it now. I think the heat wave that was here has kind of moved to Eastern Europe now. But yeah, it wasn't pleasant. War Limits 2, also an outside chance for V801. Okay. So how many have we got? Let's see. We've got 7. Okay, that's pretty good. So yeah, so we could do... Do you want to do Oran War of Limits 2 for one of the runs? And then maybe... What should we do for the second run? Does anyone have anything that they're specifically going for at the minute? Working on a new controller for a Commodore 64. Nice. I didn't learn that there's a player market in Ephinea until yesterday. Now that I know about it, I think things will go a lot more smoothly. Yeah, but in the heatwave, it was terrible. I'm default on rendering and Heart Laconium and standouts. Okay. Okay, so I think, is that an Oran run? Yes, there is a War Limits 2 Oran run up. If anyone wants Slicer Fanatic. And then, yeah, I mean, I guess the other team could do a Skyly F4 for Heart of Laconia Max. And we can just kind of split the party up. Yeah, Slicer Fanatic's pretty good. I'm tempted to join that because I don't have a Slicer Fanatic. Like, at all. Yeah, we need the one that... Was it Gothalion that got the 100 hit Slicer Fanatic? We need that one. That one specifically. Yeah, well, I will join the Oran run. And like I say, we'll just try and mix things up. What sucks out here is it'll be the high heat and high humidity. Yeah, that's the worst part, honestly. So I don't do Fahrenheit, so I don't know how hot 114 is. I mean, I imagine very hot. I know in the UK for Celsius, I think it got to 32 Celsius, but it was like super high humidity as well, so it was just disgusting. And like I've said before, the UK is kind of allergic to air conditioning, so that made it even worse. 114 is 45 degrees. Oh god, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it was so bad in the UK that it was the kind of weather where you'd get a shower to cool down, and you would literally walk out the shower and then feel like you needed another shower. We were doing Vivienne runs last week and watched someone else get a 30 to 40 hit Vivienne. Oh. And it sucks, doesn't it, when you're hunting something and someone else gets the drop. Yeah, what was worse as well is that my office at work didn't have aircon either. So I was sat there in like full uniform at my workplace with no aircon in a heatwave, which was fantastic. We really need to be investing in some aircon. Yeah, sleeping's really bad as well. Yeah, when it's... I mean, I think it was like still 20 odd degrees during the night. It's just horrible. Yeah, so we've got 3 at the minute. Is anyone else joining the Oran run, or has everyone else joined the other party? Otherwise, we can start with 3 if that's the case. Over in Virginia, I think the West Coast is less humid. The worst of it is my main job is moving cars around, and every car I get into has just been baking in the sun. Oh, you're debating what to do? Okay. I mean, if you guys want to do a Skyly run for Heart of Laconium, that's fine. That's a nice Slicer Fanatic, really. I mean, obviously I know we want one with hit, but it's still pretty decent. I guess for Slicer Fanatic though, I mean, you're not really concerned about attributes, are you really? It's mainly just hit that you want, because you're only really using it for special anyway. Got one with 20 hit yesterday, nice. If you played V3, I would have joined you. I need to see if I can get that working properly. So I do have my GameCube save on PC now. It was weird though, because last time I tried emulating PSO episode 1 and 2, for some reason it was running like, incredibly low FPS, and I don't know why. F3 was fine. Yeah, it was just dropping a lot of, well, not dropping frames as such, but it felt like it was only running about sort of 15 FPS or so. It's very weird. I mean, I know GameCube feels slower anyway, but Yeah, should we start? I'm not sure what the other party's doing, but I guess we can get started. No, that sounds good, brilliant, yeah. Like I said, I have no idea why it runs so badly. Because I would have done some PSO GameCube streams otherwise. Oh, it's odd beats, so I can't just Divine Punishment everything. That sucks. So, 1 in 666 for a Slicer of Fnatic. Spooky. But also very good. Been years, but I think it's time to level a new character on Ephinea. Never done Force. Force is really fun. I am AMD. Brilliant. Yeah, I have an AMD processor and an AMD graphics card. Excal only run. I didn't notice that actually, yeah, we're all using Excal. Yeah, 1 in 666, yeah, very convenient considering the special's demons. Yeah, it was really strange because when I emulated Ep3, Ep3 ran absolutely fine. No problem at all. It was only episode 1 and 2 that I was having issues with, so yeah, weird. I know it's common for people to download the wrong version of Dolphin because their website is dumb. I probably downloaded the wrong version. Hi, PK, good to see you. Hi, Jack, good to see you. And Disaster as well. Yeah, we're just doing some Oran War of Limits 2 at the minute just to try and get a Slicer for Fnatic. I discovered that Dolphin is also a file explorer on Linux. You can also download the Stack client and play V3 via PC. I didn't actually know that was something you could do. I just assumed that that server would just be connected to via GameCube, but I mean, I have like no good gear on GameCube, which is odd considering I played it for like hundreds and hundreds of hours. Lost Heat Sword on RDR and Red Wake is ideal for a Heart of Daisy Chain hunt. Yeah, is that from... It's from Barbels, that, isn't it, I think? Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I think Lost Heat Sword is mainly for Tolors, for sure. But yeah, I think there is quite a few Barbels in it as well. I know I was running it a bit earlier to try for a Lavis, but I'm having no luck at all. Even during the Red Monster Week, I got another couple of red slimes. I think I'm up to like 26 red slimes now, and no drop. A reminder that I got Psycho Wand after like 27 millililies. But no, I can't get a 1 in 21 drop though. It's about as low as the odds are going to get, yeah. Yeah, good luck with that, because I know the drop rate's horrendous for it. Daisy Chain's a really cool looking sword, though. Because of the content on YouTube, I started playing on the GameCube again. Eventually had the second memory card corrupted and lost the leveling gear. That was 2 months ago. Installed Ephinea this Monday. Thank you. First of all, sorry to hear about the corruption. Unfortunately, it was a thing that affected GameCube a lot. I know, me, myself, I think I corrupted about 3 times over the years. I don't know what it is about GameCube PSO. It's just, it seems like the game saves are just really volatile and just corrupt really easily. What I ended up doing is I ended up actually backing my game save up. The way I did it was with a little chip for my GameCube that let me run some custom firmware that basically let me then back up my memory card because I was sick of it corrupting. But on the other hand, welcome to Ephinea. Blueburst is a really, really good version of PSO. It'll feel very similar to GameCube. We're on 121 milliliters. I haven't had a Psycho 1 drop yet. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's horrendous. Yeah, it's kind of up in the air with Psycho 1s. Like, the milliliter drop is potentially a good drop if you can get the mills to show up. But, I mean, as you've proven that, even if you get them, it's not guaranteed. It is a bit of a trap of a drop, I think. I do think now that the Delbiter drop is probably the better option, but I got mine from a mill. It is doable, it's just, it is a tough drop. Hi Zale, good to see you. If you turn off the console on the GameCube too fast when saving, it will corrupt. Yeah, I mean, for me, so what I noticed with the GameCube is, with the GameCube, it seemed very sensitive to what kind of memory cards you were using. So when I first started, I used like a cheap third-party one. Oh, we've got a slice of Fnatic drop, nice. Well done. Yeah, when I first started, I used a third-party memory card and it corrupted over and over again. And when I switched to a proper Nintendo one, I didn't get any more corruptions after that. No hit 1-1. I mean, only if you're not going to use it. Thank you very much. Oh, but you're on your 11th red ring drop. Okay. Yeah, PSO works in mysterious ways. It's a really cool looking slice of that. I have issues with the GC Memcard Pro. It has issues corrupting because it takes forever to serve. Yeah, for me, the other way I corrupted as well, it was when I used to play GameCube Online. I think I was doing a TTF run. Maybe it was my punishment for running TTF. But I remember I warped to the Silver Dragon and the game just kind of froze as I was warping and disconnected. And when I logged back on, it was all corrupted. Yeah, it's just one of the downsides of GameCube, unfortunately. It's still my favourite version of PSO for the most part, but yeah, the memory card issues are a big problem. Trying to make my main hunter, the one I've been working on, to look like Angel. Ain't easy to do, even though I have to lose this. I mean, if you're trying to make a character that looks like an angel, there is literally an angel wing mark. Unfortunately, though, the only downside with the angel wing mark is that some of the trigger abilities aren't very good on it. But if you want your character to look like an angel, there is an angel wing mark. Yeah, Oran Creator is pretty good. I'd run it more often, but unfortunately my Oran is a Yuka and she just feels hopeless. I made a new character solely to get Excalibur from Conjure. He's now my highest level character and the thing isn't dropping. Yeah, because the way that PSO logic works is if you want Conjure to appear, it will not appear. If you don't want Conjure to appear, it will appear every run. Yeah, exactly, yes. Yeah, when we were... I think... Was it... I can't remember if it was on Peter's stream or if it was elsewhere, but... Yeah, when you don't want Conjure to appear, it'll show up all the time. Don't jinx us, play Sky. I'm sorry. I do feel for you doing that run because I know the drop rate's not very good for it. And as well as that, you've got the added issue of the chance of the wrong one showing up, which just... It's a rough drop. Same logic for every rare mob in PSO. Yeah, I would agree with that. Given that I was hunting red slimes and seemed to never get them to appear. I think I managed to get, was it 2 to appear yesterday? But that was after a long drought of like several days without any. And neither of them dropped, so. All I want is a Lavis. I know Lavis isn't even good, I just want one. What would you say is the most common rare enemy that just happens to pop up for you? I mean, the green Marissa in Desert seems to show up all the time. What else? Yeah, the Rappies, I guess. Yeah, usually Pal Rappy when you're hunting Hildators. Or in my case, Mill Lilies when you're hunting Red Slimes. I get loads of Red Rhea Mill Lilies. I have team pointed so many Demolition Comets. Yeah, Del Rappy is really common as well. Which is a shame because Del Rappy really doesn't have any good drops, in Ultimate at least anyway. It makes no sense that, the fact that there are some good drops for it in lower difficulties, but Ultimate drops are terrible. And there are some rare monsters you just never see, like the Red Dorphon. Although one showed up yesterday, I think it was when I was on Peter Maid's stream. We got one show up in Hard. Yeah, because, you know, of course it appears in Hard. Yeah, it was Hard mode, wasn't it? Yeah. I've only ever seen 2 Dorphon Eclairs. They are super rare. I mean, I suppose you have to think, you know, it's a 1 in 500 chance of a Dorphon being a Dorphon Eclair, and Dorphon's like a mini-boss, so it stands to reason that you're not going to see one very often, but that makes it more annoying when it shows up in a low difficulty. I feel like Pazuzu is pretty rare as well. I never seen just fan those. Oh, Silence got a Morning Prayer. Yeah, also, the worst thing is when I've been unsealing SGS in Beyond the Horizon and then a rare enemy shows up in that where it can't even drop anything. It's like, why are you here? Why have you chosen now? Wait, do the booters drop Invisible Guard as well? Did I see that right? I guess I wouldn't mind an Invisible Guard, because that means Safety Heart. Why do people not play Oran? It seems really good. You want to angel ring plating for red ring, which I don't have yet. Yeah, the platings for the red ring are normally really, really hard to get. They usually require at least one thing that's ridiculously hard to get. It's something to work towards, though. Yeah, I just forget how decent this quest is. The enemy counts seem really good in it. Oh, fat rappy. Yeah, if you haven't been keeping up with Pizza Maid's charity stream, last I checked, they'd raised well over $1,000 for charity, so it's absolutely amazing generosity of people, really. What is the best item you found? So if you count like all the versions of PSO and everything, on Sega Blue Burst, I found Yasha from a drop from Milkwake. I think at the time there was some kind of boost event on, so I think it was about 1 in 33,000 when it dropped. On Ephinea, probably either the Psycho Wand or the Seal J Sword. I mean, the Seal J Sword is the 100 for years, so that feels like the biggest sigh of relief to get. Yeah, still trying for things like Heaven Punisher and Lavis. I did manage to get a limiter to drop when I was playing my main unit well. Oh, nice. Yeah, limiter. I don't know how much you know about it, but basically it's a unit that will lower all of your stats. But if you kill 20,000 enemies, it will unseal into Adept, which boosts all your stats, and it reduces your TP usage as well. So it's really good. SGS dropped completely unexpected. I wasn't even intending to hunt for it. That's how it normally works, honestly. That's kind of how my red ring drop was. See, exactly, yeah, for years I found my SGS accidentally. It's amazing like, how many people I've heard say that where they haven't really been hunting it and it's just dropped. But then you've got people like me who hunt it for literally years and you know, I didn't find it on GameCube or Sega Blue Burst. It was only when I got to here that I found it. Exactly, yeah. So if you decide to hunt for it, it'd never drop. Lavis sounds like it's one that easy drops. I mean, Lavis is technically easier than things like Psycho Wand and Heaven Punisher. I just don't seem to have any luck with it dropping. I've got two of the best IDs for finding it as well. You know, I've got Red Rhea for the red slimes and I've got Purple Num for the Tolors, but yeah, just for whatever reason, just will not drop. I mean, let's be real, it's still not an easy drop, but, you know. Yeah, the only downside for me is that a lot of my big drops have not happened on stream. They normally happen when I'm like playing off stream. I know my red ring definitely dropped on stream. I remember that dropping. But the SGS was off stream. The Psycho one, I think that was off stream. Oh yeah, if you can trade for the angel plating Ronda, then I'd probably recommend doing that because getting all the materials for it would be a nightmare. A lot of my big drops were either on stream or stream adjacent. Yeah, it's a 1 in 21 from Red Slime. Which again, like, doesn't sound that bad. And I've had 1 in 21 drops from rare mobs before. Just can't get this one for some reason. S-rank demons mechs are so good. They are, honestly, I would say out of all the S-ranks I've got, I think the Hell Needle and these mechs are probably the best ones I've got. Hell Needle is just super useful in certain parts of the game. But yeah, Demon's mech guns are ridiculously good. You just shred things with them. Especially high HP enemies. There you go, we almost one comboed off on. Slowly working on unsealing limiter for my Fornuel when I play it. It works really well on Fornuel. It's even better if you can manage to get a Psycho one as well because the TP reduction stack. Although the way they interact with each other is a bit weird. It depends on your inventory order. So I think ideally you're meant to have it so I think Adept is above Psycho wand in your inventory for more reduction. I just play with it in the order it's in, and it still works fine. But if you want more TP reduction, yeah, you can adjust how it is in your inventory. It must just be the way the game works it out. If it makes you feel better, even though your SGS drop was off banner, I witnessed the banner. I know a few people on my Discord witnessed the banner as well. Yeah, same for me, Mist. I know it reduces the TP cost by more if you have Adept above Psycho Wand, but the problem is at the end of a quest, I like going into my inventory and sorting it like that. So I know that everything's in the right order. And then if you do it with Psycho Wand, you'd have to readjust it every single time, and it's just annoying. But yeah, Cole, the Lavish drops that I'm going for, so I've got a red rear that I'm trying to get from Red Slime, but I'm also trying to get on Purple them as well from the Tolar drop, which is normally 1 in 28k. I think at the minute it's about 1 in 16k because of the Lost Heat Sword boost. And I do know a few people who got it from Tolars, so I know it is a doable drop. It's also a really easy hunt as well, Lost Heat Sword. Alright, how the other guy's doing. I see a Value City run. Yeah, I think the RDR this week is okay. It's not fantastic by any means, but yeah, Lost Heat Sword is pretty good for certain drops. Yeah, I recognize this track, I just can't remember where it plays. Oh, is this the Meteor Impact music? From like the title screen? It's like a video that plays when you first make a character. Yeah. You only hear it once, that's the only time you hear it. Alright, so they are in... Oh, they've just gotten the boss. So they are not too far off being done. Hey Richard, good to see you. Witness me. Hopefully not Condrew. I hope not. Be in lobby soon, just cooking and eating, no worries. Not Condrew, nice. Keep my fingers crossed for the banner. Yeah, if you're on the boss now, we can wait around, then we can split the parties up again. Recently got a Centurion ability off the rare boss after joining on a whim. Yeah, Centurion ability is a pretty nice unit. I find it's one of those units that's quite useful for low level characters because it boosts pretty much everything. Got a 4-mar to ultimate now, so I'm trying to figure out what to do about reaching the damage cap. Hunting zoos for V801. Yeah, V801 is really nice. Yeah, congrats on getting to ultimate as well. Yeah, honestly, it's one of the worst things about PSO for me is getting, like, particularly from very hard into ultimate. Just because it's, 40 levels are very hard. Blue Star, that is a great name. I'm realizing I don't know the name of 90% of these tracks. I know them, but not the name. Yeah, Richard, the Ignition Cloak it is really useful, but it is a hard drop. I think it's about, is it 1 in 16 or so from a Delrapi? It's just kind of annoying to hunt. I think you just kind of reset max attack over and over again. Yeah, the best thing about Ignition Cloak is that it gives you that 10% extra boost to your fire damage. Backflip into logout was pretty dull. It's actually quite hard to do because you need to do the backflip and then quickly go to quick game. Very hard flew by, never got a force powerful enough to nuke everything before, and very hard Duralway just melts. The really, really weird thing about Duralway is when you get to ultimate, single player Duralway with a nuking force is a nightmare because it just barely takes any damage. For some reason, I think multiplayer it takes a lot of damage. But single player Dalraleigh, for me with a full new world, it takes forever. Yeah, so we're just waiting for the party to finish, then we can sort out the next runs. Yeah, it's not so bad with a 4-mar or a 4-mal because at least you can, I suppose even with a 4-num to an extent, you can just pull out a melee weapon or something, but yeah, with 4 world it's rough. You just Rafoy spam the hell out of it, doing about 100 damage a hit. Yeah, I need to look into that as well, to see if I can get my back paddles working properly. Hitmund isn't the only staff that has TP reduction on techniques, it isn't. There is also Dark Bridge and Sorcerer's Cane. Dark Bridge, it's a cool rod, but the issue with Dark Bridge is that it randomly confuses, paralyzes, or freezes you. And it doesn't have that great boost. I think it only boosts Grants and Megid. How much hit do I need on a weapon to not suck as a Newman Hunter? So Hunuel accuracy is pretty low. It kind of depends on the weapon, honestly. I mean, obviously the higher you can get, the better, but yeah, it kind of depends what weapon it is, really. And how much ATA and stuff you have on your mag as well. Can we try a PGF run? So, are we still waiting for the other team? Yeah, they must just be going out. I didn't see a banner, so I'm assuming there was no heart drop. Yeah, map and controllers for this game can be a bit funky sometimes. Alright, so let's see. How many do we have? We have 8 apparently, which works out very well. The real heart of Laconia maps were the friends you made along the way. Yeah, so I guess we've got enough for 2 parties, so I know Drax said was interested in looking for PGF, so we could do 1 PGF run. Blue Forest. Yeah, so we could do... Yeah, I guess Max Attack Galderval for one of the runs. And then other team... I mean, the other team, we could do something like Exard or something for Red Ring, maybe? Only left for my Hunuel is V502. 502 is really good. Sky or Viridia Galderval? Well, Sky doesn't get PGF. Sky gets default Encore instead. Get Viridia for Exard. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so I guess what? Does Viridia get PGF? Purple or Viridia Galderval? Yeah, so Purple should get PGF. I guess if there's Mirror Carols, there's a chance of Heaven Punisher. There's 9 Mirror Carols, so you're saying there's a chance. 13 Spiggles. What do Spiggles even drop on Purple? Is it dress plate or... I need to look at that. You'd think I'd know my own ID drop chart by now, but no. Right, Spiggles, what do you drop? Oh, V501, okay. Dress plate is from Beryl's. There's also M&A 60 Vice from Old Gibbons, so that could be good. And then if there's Ilgil's V502. Yeah, Purple's not bad. I have a Sorcerer's Cane, so I feel content with that for my full Hunuel. Sorcerer's Cane's really good, yeah, boosts the G-Tex and gives you, I think it's a 10% reduction to TP. Viridia for Nightclaw. I mean, you could. Does Viridia get PGF though? It does. Wait, so does Viridia get Red Ring and PGF? That seems very unfair. Oh, we're at 9 players now. Yeah, we're at 9 now, so I guess we can do... Oh, you're heading off, Vector? Yeah, no worries. I mean, if you're heading off, we could do 2 4s. Otherwise, we can do 3 3s. It's the bossing ID. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing 3 3s. Alright, so Drac has made a Ep2 Viridia. Yeah, I'm totally down to do 3 3s. We're just trying to split the teams up a bit. So let's see. So if we get one more in that run. So is that got 3 in now? That's an Exad run up. So we've got 2 games up. And then I guess... What should I do for the 3rd one? I could do a purple Galdaval maybe? Unless anyone wants to do an Exad for Red Ring. Speaking of Red Ring, it's just been stolen anywhere, so... Alright, so we've got 3 in the Exad run. We've got a Gurren 40 hit off Corrin. Can Corrin give weapons with hit? Oh yeah, what I'll do then... yeah, if you want to open another War Limits too, that's fine. And then, you know, the remaining people can just sort of file into the different games. I thought I saw hit. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure the weapons don't have hit. Well, hey, you know, if you got a Gurren, then, you know, just go find a showroom with hit now. Okay, so there's 3 in there, there's 3 in there. So yeah, I'll join this. I'll do one more War Limits 2, and then I think after this we'll switch up. Yes, there should be one more person in the lobby to join. Also, thank you, Missed, for the 60 stream streak. That's kind of crazy. Unless they're joining a different game. So there was 3 in the other games. I will go and check quickly. Give me a second. Yeah, it's Clankatron. I'm not sure if they're AFK or something. Because I suppose if they're... I mean, I'm guessing the parties are probably started by now anyway. If they're AFK, you two can split. That's what I was thinking, but I don't know if the other team started. Actually, we had to because Pika dropped. Yeah, let's go and hop in the other games. I'm guessing Clankatron's AFK at the minute. what we're getting into now, we are doing... Yeah, so I guess that team would probably restart. Do you know what? I'll do this. Just starting something out IRL, no worries. Hi, Zatara, good to see you. Alright, I've arrived. Do you need to remake? I don't know if you do. I suppose if Pika comes back... Although was Pika in this game and dropped? I guess Pika was in this one and dropped out. So unless Pika joins the other game, potentially. I think for now, I would just say maybe just keep going for now. Am I the Force? I am, Anna. Okay. Been a bit, how are things? Pretty good. Yeah, I haven't been streaming the last couple of days just because the horrendous heat wave in Europe, but it's finally ending, so finally getting back to normal. Yeah, so if Pika goes in with yours, that should make it either 3 or 4. I can't remember how many are in yours now. You got ruins as well. I love being able to just hell spam everything here. Well, I say everything. Maybe not these guys. Oh, these dropped Madame's Parasol as well, okay. I had a bit of a moment there. I was very confused as to why the Mera Carols were dropping whatever they were dropping that wasn't Heaven Punisher. I was very confused as to why it wasn't Heaven Punisher. I completely forgot that I wasn't hosting the game. You got 9 ads. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll have to have a look into the ads on YouTube and on Twitch, because I know on YouTube side, someone said I'm on the videos that they got a load of ads right at the start of the video as well. And it's meant to be on like a balanced ad distribution, so if it is spamming people with ads, I will look into that. If you keep skipping the ads, this stack. Oh. But yeah, I said hi. I basically just said that I've only really just got back to streaming again because of the heat wave that was in Europe. Oh, Drac got a Tyrell's Parasol. Nice. Actually a decent drop. Twitch said they're increasing pre-roll ads. Oh, fantastic. Oh. Anti-android rifle. Hey Ellie, good to see you. Hope things are going well. But yeah, Zatara, I'm doing pretty good. It's nice that the heat wave has finally subsided a bit. Good to get back to some PSO again. Oh no, it wasn't you, Richard. It was someone. I think it was on one of the YouTube videos. Not even the streams. Someone said that like right at the start of the video, they got tons of ads right next to each other. Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Like, I will try and get around ads wherever I can. I mean, on Twitch, it's fine because I use Turbo on Twitch anyway. I just find it easier using Turbo rather than subbing to loads of people. I'd love to sub to everyone, but I just don't have the money to sub to every single person that I watch. So Turbo's the easiest way of doing that. Oh, the Gel and Zeller again. Yeah, Turbo's not bad. I mean, the only downside is you give money just straight to Twitch instead of a streamer, but it's just for me, it's more convenient personally. Oh, I don't like that spawn. Life has been life, thank goodness the heat is dissipating. You and me both. Yeah, I cannot remember a heat wave this bad for a long time. Red Ring dropping 100% because you got the Night Kids music disc. It looks like Vector dropped. DC'd. They make money just for showing the ad, not necessarily for people clicking through. Yeah. Wait, how is this squid not dying? Yeah, good to see you, Void Money, as well. I also just want to say as well, for those who have been watching Peter Maid's charity stream, thank you to everyone who has donated as well. So I know there's been a few people from, you know, people that watch me as well that have donated, so thank you very much for that. Hi, Vamsel, good to see you. I envy that my brother saw the last heatwave and decided to get a little portable AC unit. Now in the second heatwave of the year, they're in short supply. Yeah, I think I looked on Amazon because I was considering getting a portable AC and they were just all sold out. I guess the play is to like buy one when it's really cold, when no one wants it. God, Deldeps. This is because Ellie's here, because I know Ellie likes Deldeps. Did you see the people buying cheap £25 fans and trying to sell them for over 2k? I am not surprised in the slightest. It kind of feels like if a scalper can scalp something, they will. Like, regardless what it is. I've seen some ridiculous ones recently. Like, I know in America, obviously, you know, anything to do with Pokemon has been getting scalped like crazy. But I think it was in Target in America, they released some, I think it was Pokemon branded Pop-Tarts, and scalpers were buying them to resell. It's like they're Pop-Tarts. Also, the Steam machine as well. There is already people on eBay trying to flip those for about £2,500–3,000. What we after today? So at the minute we're doing Max Stack Galderval, just I guess to try for a PGF, and you know anything else that might happen along the way. But yeah, we've been running a few different things. We did some Oran War Limiter 2 to try for a Slicer Frenetic. And I think one of the other teams is doing Exard run to try for a Red Ring. Scalpers are a cancer to the world, they are. Little were advertising that they were doing £150 AC units, the same as my brother's. Co-worker tried to get one. Turned out the shop had 4 delivered and they went to people lining up outside beforehand, yeah. Honestly, yeah, the worst thing for at the minute is Pokemon cards. Like, Pokemon cards are impossible to get. It'll be the Red Ring's birthday in July. I love that you know when it dropped. Even I don't know when it dropped. I remember it was on stream, but I don't remember when. Yeah, if you guys PB, I'll just boost. You have the stream saved in your YouTube like videos. Oh, we could get a Psycho 1 drop as well. At 1 in, what is it, 130,000 or something. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think sometimes the retailers don't help. Alright, run out of freeze traps, immediately gets a healing ring. Back in the chair and ready to party, nice. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I'll just boost. But yeah, the Steam Machine ones are crazy because like, the way that Valve distributed it was to try and stop scalpers, but there's just already people on eBay flipping them. Rimmel for life, but I have to admit I like Rimmel's animations more. Yeah, Rimmel has some really cool animations. Miss the days the scalpers fight in the stars. I just find it hilarious when you see those videos of like grown men fighting over Pokemon cards. It's like, what are you doing? I love the brave reviews in Dark Flow in Seabed. I respect that. Rimmel shooting, she's a Turkish 50-year-old dude at the Olympics. That is a lot of Deldeps. They're also desyncing like crazy, like they normally do. Even after all these years, the Morphos glitch still works. Yep. Unless you're in, I can't remember if it's a lower difficulty or single player. One of those, I can't remember if it's lower difficulties or single player that does it. But on one of those, it doesn't work because they move towards you. I do like how I can hell almost everything here. That is quite a nasty spawn, I will say. My brother got me to watch Severance because the brass band in the last episode is just blatantly playing the PSO episode 1 credits music. Yeah, Twin Blaze is a really cool weapon. It's really useful as well. I like how we just all went the wrong way. I went for traps, okay. I'll let that go. Okay, so we do tower in this, okay. I mean, it wouldn't be a PSO stream without some tower. Yeah, I just followed Drak. I need to see what the drop rate is for Nazeclaw, actually. Oh, we could get Book of Hitagata as well. It was quite funny on Peter's stream yesterday because they were talking about tower. And she was saying that I think she'd done a very hard tower and thought it was, you know, pretty challenging. I just thought, oh, sweet summer child. One in 20,000 for Nazeclaw. Easy. I mean, if you want to drop it now, that would save me the hunt. Oh, the blue ones can drop Heart of Chameleon Scythe as well. It's still a better rate than gold. Nope, another anti-android rifle. You're watching Peter just before this. She's quite the fun horse. Yeah, Peter is great. She's a really, really good content creator, and she's really funny as well. Yeah, she's doing amazing work at the minute, really. Oh, is it desync the buffs again? Yeah, because it still says you're buffed for me. Give me a second. It's one of the annoying things about the Gigu is sometimes the Gel and Zalo desyncs. Oh god, there's a blue Mary behind me, isn't there? That was a very dirty spawn. Hopefully, if it's still on sale, I should be getting Monster Hunter Wilds on Tuesday. Nice. Yeah, Wilds, from what I understand, improved quite a bit, and there is an expansion coming at some point next year as well. Pizza was so happy with the Psycho one. Yeah, they got gifted. Like, they got gifted a few things, but they got gifted a Psycho one, which they were very, very happy with. I did notice that they were killing themselves quite a lot with it. Which, I suppose, to be fair, if you've never used one before, it's not something you expect. Kilniath convinced me to get it, then he disappeared. Luckily, I have a group to play with. Yeah, Ascendance is looking pretty interesting so far. I think if they can sort out any of the issues I had with the base game, it should be pretty fun. I know one of the guys that's working on it is the guy from Iceborne, so I am quietly confident. She also got a rare Lily earlier today on hard. I mean, of course. Yeah, I think it'll enjoy Wilds. I think most of the problems with it would just need a release. You know, at a release it really didn't have that much to do, and there was a lot of performance issues as well. That buffered anti for some reason. We only need the giant crab. Yeah, I think they've only announced it was Lao Shan Lung, wasn't it? I think there was Lao Shan, and there was some like new monster, these little bird things that they showed off. I can't remember if they showed anything else. I probably need to Zalo these actually. Problems like the flagship monster running away. Yeah, I will say that was a big issue with the fights in Wilds. Is that the monsters just ran away all the time. I think it's desyncing like crazy. In fact, yeah, it definitely is. I haven't a cast shifter and D-ban like 3 or 4 times. Oh yeah, it was Kashala as well, wasn't it? Yeah, I forgot about that. I don't know how I feel about Kashala coming back. I mean, it was in World, it was in Rise. I know it's one like the OG Elder Dragons, but... Yeah, I think they did fix a lot of the problems with it though, so it probably is in a much better state now. Shallow is your favourite battle in World? That is a very, very unpopular opinion. Yeah, a lot of people hated Kashala in World. I think it was mainly because of the whole Wind Vortex thing that it did. It would just like push you away from it. And the fact that the windproof ability didn't seem to affect it. You had to have the Kashala set boost, which you got from beating Kashala. It's a cool looking enemy, but yeah. I found the fight kind of annoying in World. It was a lot better in Rise though. Okay, we've got plenty of ill girls. Something about the tornadoes on the Nest and Elder's Recess made his skin tingle. Just so you couldn't see where he's coming from and he'd pop out of a tornado suddenly. I would like to see them bring back Nergigante. I love Nergigante in World. Like, they need to bring him back, man. I would Zalu those ill girls, but unfortunately I've got the Epsilon tracking me. Okay, now I can help. I bet Neg will come back, everyone loved him. Yeah, he always ranks really high in like the popularity polls, so I think they kind of have to bring him back at some point. Yeah, Magnum Alloy in Rise was pretty cool as well. Yeah, Young Shader, I mean, the performance on the PC version was shocking when it launched. A lot of people couldn't run it. I mean, I've got a pretty good PC and I could run it, but it didn't run anywhere as good as I wanted it to. I was still getting frame drops and things on it, which with my build I should not be getting. But I will say they did fix it as time went on. It does run a lot better now. Getting it on Series X, I think it should be fine on console probably. I mean, it kind of has to be optimized to some degree, doesn't it? So let's be honest, the game was vibe coded. Yeah, has anyone bought anything in the Steam sale so far anywhere? I totally forgot we were doing Olga Floor. You got Space Marine too, nice. Yeah, all I've picked up so far is Ghost Trick, Sonic Race and Crossworlds, Final Fantasy XII, Binding of Isaac, Crimson Desert, nice. There is a very weird thing in the Steam sale. I don't know if anyone's seen it. Look up Elden Ring. For some reason, Elden Ring just doesn't have any discount on it at all. But it's had discounts in the past, which is very weird. Unless it was my Steam bugging out, but yeah, for me it was shown with no discounts at all. We'll just ride it out, it'll be fine. You're really going to spam the Simtac again? Really? I'm so screwed. What are we doing, Olga? You don't have to use the same attack repeatedly. Okay, he's in this mood where he just doesn't stay still as well. Olga Phase 1 is still one of my all-time favourite boss arena designs. I love Phase 1. I honestly probably prefer Phase 1 to Phase 2. He's loving that attack. I mean, he doesn't die in like 4 seconds, yeah. Thing is though, with phase 2, he either dies in 4 seconds or one-shot shit. Phase 1 has attacks that you can dodge. Yeah, I think a lot of it is people going too trigger happy on the start of the fight. Wait 2 seconds before attacking Zalo, no worries. The phase 2 theme goes hard though, I will say. Okay, now we can fight. And he's almost dead. Oh, Olga. Yeah, I saw that name over there. Peter has unfortunately corrupted the one of the emotes in PSO, and I will never see it the same way again. Nice. Hey, bit good to see you. Yeah, all 7s for flowing. Well, I don't see a banner. Yeah, I also got Mazetta. Yeah, we do get boxes though, and boxes on Olga floor is a rarity. Has it ever happened to you that he starts randomly reflecting all elements at once, including grants? So normally what he does is he resists them all apart from one element, and you have to find which one it is. The issue is that he seems to be able to have dark as the one that he's quote-unquote weak to. And if he picks that, you just kind of can't do anything. Because obviously you can't use Megan on a boss. I pay good money for a sequel to this game that isn't New Genesis. Did you hydrate? I can now. Also, thank you for the follow, Persimmon TM. And the laugh. What am I drinking? This is, I believe it is summer fruits. I'm basically drinking it because I'm so sick of drinking water at the minute because, again, with the heat wave, I have drank so much water in the last few days. Oh, that anti-android has no attributes at all. I'll drop it if anyone wants it. Did you go for summer fruits and barley? No, it's not a Robinson's one. I can't remember which one it is, but yeah, it's not a barley one, this one. Getting fibre broadband next month, so I will finally be able to play online again real soon. Nice one. I mean, you know, we play PSO so much, so, and, you know, PSU and everything. So, you know, when you're back online and everything again, feel free to drop in. Well, that was fun. I mean, we got nothing. Rare drop week, by the way. That's a great name. Tumbly Bonk. Current connection is garbage. Yeah, we got an update to our fiber recently, so I think we're on about 900 meg, I think, now. Which is okay, you know. Oh, it's your character, Disaster. Nice. I love the name. Yeah, Ellie, it's my fault for expecting rares during Rare Drop Week, you know. Alright, so how are the other teams doing? Yeah, they're doing Heat Sword. Is it on blue full? It's not the idea I would have picked for Heat Sword, but I guess there's a few hill delts in it. And of course, Nemu is in Spaceship. Explain to me how Rangers are the most played class on PSO Ephinea. Basically, with Ranger, as long as you've got a few bits of gear, they are incredibly easy to do most content with. And quite a lot of the gear is very easy to get. Our turn for Exard. We could do. Yeah, we could do an Exard run. Yeah, PGF is just not dropping, is it? We're just never seeing another one. Oh, 8 bits on the Summer Fruit and Barley. Yeah, honestly, Hunters are probably one of the hardest classes to play in PSO. Just because you have to think about positioning more and everything, but... Spend 40 PDs to save the hassle, yeah. I think that is one of those hunts where I would be inclined to maybe just buy it. Yeah, Epifall for Rangers is kind of annoying because you kind of have to melee for the lizards, but... Or Divine Punishment, I guess. Yeah, the problem with Olga Flow is that there isn't a quest to get to him quickly. Like, the fastest way might be a normal seabed run. And most bosses there is a way to get to them pretty quickly, but Olga is just kind of annoying to hunt. Yeah, we can do an Exard run. I mean, I would guess, is Viridia the way to go for that? For Red Ring and V101? I mean, it seems pretty solid. There is a lot of Rangers, yeah. I mean, Rangers just are really, really popular. And just, you know, they have the ability to lock down spawns really easily. Yeah, so we'll try an Exard. I guess we might as well try for a Red Ring. Or a V101. Either would be fine. So it's 1 in 1,800 for V101. That's not too bad. One in 53,000 for Yasha. It's just so not worth it. Yeah, the thing is, Ronda, with PSO, like, pretty much every class is viable. I often wonder why they didn't do ultimate versions of the Nano Dragons or the Slimes. I mean, there's a few enemies that don't change. It's the same with, I think it's like Del Sabers and stuff like that as well in Ruins. They just didn't change everything for some reason. Also, is that shield, is that Genpei, the one with the section ID badge on it? Or the team badge or whatever it is. Oh, we got Ruins, nice. I never see anyone use Genpei. Oh, banner. It's on the US ship though. Heart of Blade Dance, that's a cool drop. I don't even know what ID that is that gets that. Del Sabers don't need changing, they're already perfect. Yeah, Del Sabers are one of my favourite enemies. It's blue full very hard, okay. I would maybe go for that, but the problem is there's not that many daggers I would use. I mean, there's like, what, Daylight Scar? I mean, I guess Daylight Scar is really good, but... It only works on Daylight Scar, okay. I mean, I do have a 25-hit Daylight Scar, so... I do have a blue full that could do very hard. I was amused that Del Sabers are one of the few PSO monsters that made it into the Phantasy Star TTRPG monster list. The best thing about Del Sabers is when you go into like a dark room in Ruins and all you can see is a shield glowing. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Nemo. We probably shouldn't be talking about Del Sabers, should we? Would it help if I say I like Ruins Del Sabers? Well, to be fair, they still don't drop anything. Oh, Luminous Field drop, nice. That's actually a nice armor. We can talk about how cool Del Depths are, right? They look cool. I hate fighting them. It's kind of the same deal as like Ilgils. I love how Ilgils look, but I hate fighting them. Yeah, I'm still not entirely sure what I want to focus on for the anniversary this year. I mean, the problem is that we don't know what the quests are going to be like, so it's kind of hard to focus on a specific item, I guess. I do feel like a Heaven Punisher would help my Ranger a lot. It's annoying with Heaven Striker having to change to the mag all the time. They make a great tattoo. So speaking of tattoos, I know so for Pizza's charity stream that she's doing, she's got a load of goals for it for different amounts raised. And I know that one of the stretch goals that she's got, I think it's for $2,400, is that she will get a tattoo of the penguins from Phantasy Star 4. Looking forward to your first anniversary on Ephinea. Yeah, if you've never experienced the anniversary before, I mean, I don't know how it's going to be this year because they are changing some things. But it should still be, I would imagine, probably still be the best event on Ephinea for the year. It's normally ridiculously good. Delsaber set is a good starter set until Ultimate. Yeah, I mean, if you got the sword and the shield, I mean, the shield gives nice dark resist anyway, so it's honestly not a bad shield. You know, if you go into an area that's quite heavy on Megid, it is genuinely a decent shield. And I think it also doubles the attack power of the Saber as well, so yeah, it's a pretty nice set for low level. Yeah, Anniversary is ridiculous, so if you haven't experienced it before, there's normally special quests that are active, but they have all 4 rotating boosts active at the same time. So by default, before any extra boosts, you'll automatically have 150% experience, 125% drop anything rate, 150% rare monster rate, and 125% rare drop rate, and that will go up during the event. As we get more and more kills, there are different boosts that unlock and it will increase the effectiveness. You got PD'd on the dragon. So apparently this bringer just doesn't care about demons at all. That's it, yeah, that's providing they haven't changed the rules. Yeah, there is rest of 30. I mean, I'll pick it up. I do have it on all my characters already, all my forces. Unfortunately, the level 30 support techs are a lot more common than the attack techs. I've still never had an attack tech drop at level 30 in all the time I've played. I've seen other people get them, but I've never had one drop for myself. Okay, well, we got falls, so that's something. Do I have a cure phrase? No. We'll make it work. But yeah, it is going to be interesting to see what they do with the anniversary. I mean, I hope they don't ruin it. It's kind of the big thing to look forward to, so... Oh, that got a bit spicy. Yeah, Heaven Striker is so good for this part because the range on it's crazy. Yeah, anniversary is normally in August, usually towards the beginning of August. Imagine if they move faster in Ultimate. Don't give them ideas. You should get a tattoo of a Gigantus from Phantasy Star 3. I mean, honestly, anything from Phantasy Star 3 would probably be Nightmare Fuel. Also, thank you for the follow, Trapman. Okay, so is Falls going to be nice, or is it going to be a pain? It's going to be a pain. questions for who decided that it was a good idea to have the mines come up around you as soon as you get frozen. And even if you use a Q freeze, quite often you just won't get out of the way in time. I have questions. It's funny because it makes that previous phase harder than this phase. But this phase is fine. Like really, with this phase on files, as long as you've got enough health to survive the slap and grants, you're fine. Nice. There's a memory of Ephinea will finally be able to resist the slap. Yeah, that was really funny, wasn't it? Like, trying to get to a level where she could actually not get one shot. Yeah, that Ephinea will is now level 191 and doesn't care about the slap. Well, I did not get a red ring. And neither did anyone else. Yeah, anti-dark ring is a lot better than the Del Saber shield, but it's obviously pretty difficult to get. Because getting the max kills on Tyrell's ego is pretty rough. Well, that was a whole lot of nothing. Which, to be fair, is normal for Rare Drop Week. Oh, you got a Soul Caliber, nice. Yeah, it's a lot more dark resistance on the anti-dark ring, for sure. There it is, the Soul Caliber. Actually, it's a Soul Caliber too. $50 hit hold Vulcan and shop, nice. Can I raise you a 50 hit ray gun with no special? Early game I still use Secret Gear. Love Full Slot Graviton Plate as well. Yeah, Secret Gears are honestly a really decent shield for low level. If you compare the stats on it to everything else you can use for that level, it's really good. Now it's pretty good resistances as well, I think. Crazy to think this was one of the most popular MMOs of the early 2000s. Yeah, I mean, personally, I've never really classed PSO as an MMO, but I get where you come from, though. I mean, this was kind of the start of it for console, you know, online RPGs. I love the dramatic custom weapon names you have. Yeah, so I actually name my weapons, my S-rank weapons, whereas seemingly everyone else just calls them Hell Needle. I mean, that makes sense, so you know which one is which. I have to remember. Hi, Sam. Good to see you. Yeah, Graviton Plate, I mean, the accuracy reduction is a problem. Rangers, I suppose, can get around it to an extent. I named the one we got from Challenge Mode, Illegal Slicer. I'm honestly kind of surprised that they let you name weapons in this game because they knew what people were going to do. And we have a lot of people today. How many do we actually have? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I count 9. Is there any more in game? There is an emu in game as well. So potentially 10. You should get an S rank sword and call it SGS. I mean, there was a time where I was considering that. Problem is, S rank swords are just not good. There really isn't much you can do with them because they don't really have very good accuracy. So you can't really land the specials easily. And even if you give it something like Berserk, you're better off just getting a Berserk caliber with hit. Sealed fake sword. Yeah, I still need to work on unsealing mine. I think I've got about 5,000 kills on it. But yeah, still a long way to go. Alright, so... we haven't done Sweep Operation 5 yet. I am kind of interested to try that and just see what it's like. You made the online of Zero work in Melody S. Nice. Sweep Up 5 is Temple. What's worth farming on Temple? So you could go... yeah, Pinkle's really good. Yeah, so there's like Rambling Mate, Vivienne. Purple Gnome has Yaz 9k and Heart of Suppress Gun. Pinkle is probably the best choice. I mean... I was going to say, I don't mind getting my Pinkle Force if you want me to host a Pinkle. You do have a Pinkle humor. Yeah, yellow has the 3084 flowers from the lilies. Yeah. I don't know what the rest of Temple's like. I think the rest of Yellow Temple isn't great. It's mainly just that flowers drop. Yeah, tell you what, I will go and get my full mal because I actually feel like playing her anywhere. Possibly inspired by Pizza Stream. If you haven't seen what she's doing, she's trying to level a 4 mal from level 1 to as high a level as possible within 2 12-hour streams. Yeah, last I checked, she was in like the mid-50s. She's probably a lot higher by now. I mean, she's probably the most overpowered 4 mal at level 50. You know, she has like a Psycho Wand, Mind Mag. She's maxed on materials. One player mentioned having 101 resistance to dark in one of the runs I was in a week ago. I don't know if that's possible. Because anti-dark ring gives you, is it 60? I'm trying to think now. I'm trying how you do it. So anti-dark ring will give you 60. You could maybe have an armor that gives you a bit more. Oh, maybe it's doable. Yeah, maybe you could get just over 100. This guy, how goes the farming today? Poorly. Yeah, it's a typical rare drop week where nothing's dropping. It's definitely possible. I mean, yeah, I suppose you could even use like resist devils, couldn't you? I suppose they give you 15 each, so yeah, I guess you could. I don't know why I'd want to. I mean, I guess it would let you resist like things like Ilgil Scythes, because I think you need 100 EDK for those. Yeah, I will make a Pinkle Ep2 game. Usual password, which is stream. It's good for Lily runs. I think, I don't know if it's just because I've played for so long, but for me, I never really take Dark Resist. Even on Lily runs. I mean, yeah, sometimes I get caught out, but Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff that we're hunting Fire Rock is like ridiculously hard to find stuff anywhere, so we don't expect to find it, but it would be nice if something dropped. Did they change VL1? Was it caves drops? What do you mean for the like the boxes and stuff and the attribute patterns? I think it's based on caves, I think. Oh, banner. Oh, it's for America again. Okay, someone got a Miller. Miller is fine. No one is allowed to find gold, apart from Nemo. You already have Miller. That's okay then. Okay, so it was sweep up 5, I think. Yeah, Gold Miller is kind of insane, really, isn't it? Because like both parts of it are uber rare. I know Miller is quote unquote easier than Gold, but it's still a tough drop. Yeah, Sacred Cloth is a really nice armor. I think it's a bit underrated, honestly. Yeah, Sacred Cloth is pretty nice. I mean, the stats are okay on it. They're nothing special. But the paralysis immunity is really nice. Well, this feels like quite small spawns so far. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I guess one thing I do need is a better shield for this character. She's still using merges, and I don't really like using merges on Formal. I'd rather have something with decent defense. Stormborn Dindra, big drops. Yeah, we'll say I have... The more I've played Formal, the more I do like the class. Even if I do spend 90% of the time just using Rambling Mare. It feels like there's not really much reason to change weapon a lot of the time. Rambling Mare, the class, pretty much. I mean, it's not hard to see why. You know, Rambling Maze is really, really good on them. So the build was anti-Dark Ring, Aura Field, Resist Devil, and something else. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there is some like niche situations where having that much Dark Resist would help. It's like I said earlier, I think the Ilgils in Tower, they're Death Scythe that they do. that can be resisted, but I think you need 100 EDK for it. Well, 100 EDK to completely be immune to it anyway. Yeah, Adept gives a bit of EDK as well, doesn't it? Can you not? Do I even have an Adept on this character? I do. Cool. Yeah, it's a very simple quest so far. I mean, it's not bad for enemies. Actually, it seems okay for Rappies, actually. Angel Harp is my choice for female guns. Yeah, Angel Harp's really nice. It's a cool looking weapon. Alright, did that hit everyone? It did. Yes, I'm just gonna like stand in front of you and assert dominance while I rebuff. Good question. Did you do anything to increase your frame rate if it's even possible? Streaming videos look great. The game seems to run less sluggish than on my PC. I mean, I will say that my PC build is like ridiculously overpowered for this game. So I'm running it at 1440p. But it is just running at the normal 30 FPS. Unfortunately, with the way PSO works, certain things in the game are kind of tied to the frame rate, and it kind of sometimes doesn't work as well if you increase the frame rate for it. Any requests for certain shields on Force other than mergers? I mean, if you're a caster Force, so you know, if you're playing like Full Well or anything like that, 3 seals is really nice. Because 3 seals essentially acts as a Razonde merge anyway, because it gives you the same boost. Also has a chance of resisting attacks and things like that as well. And gives really nice resistances. I think it gives 33 to most resistances, which is really nice. For Formal, I know a common one for Formal is Safety Heart. Because I believe it has a set boost. I can't remember if it's a set boost with Vivienne or if it's a set boost with Rambling Mare, or both. Combat Gear actually also works here. I guess obviously Red Ring as well. I mean, that should go without saying. Oh, it's set boost with Angel Harp as well, okay. Yeah, so like I say, Fire Rock, I'm running it at 1440p. Obviously, for this stream, I think the stream downscales it to 1080, I believe. Oh, the set boost was Sweetheart. 30% weapon attack power and 12 ATA. That's not bad, really. Heading off, have a great rest of the stream. Oh, no worries. Thanks for dropping by, Ellie, as well. I'm glad things are going okay for you. You're running at a 1080p with a 4070 laptop. Yeah, PSO is one of those games now, because it's so old, it'll basically run on a toaster. I mean, really, this PC I'm using, like, it is not designed to run things like PSO. It's the kind of build where, like, I should be running things at 4K, but I just choose not to. New games make your PC feel like a toaster. They do. Yeah, that is also one of the reasons why I didn't stream on Wednesday. So, again, obviously it was a heat wave, but the way my PC is, my PC vents the hot air out the top of it, and it was right next to me, and having like 70-degree hot air coming out the top of the PC in a heat wave was not pleasant. So that's another reason we didn't stream on Wednesday. Also, I got a PD, so, you know, we got something. I've seen from the wiki that unequipping has faster cast rate. Is it worth it instead of the MST and possible boosts? So unarmed casting is generally only worth it, as far as I know, for male forces. But yes, it is worth it on male forces. Obviously, bear in mind that like fist weapons have the same animation as unarmed, so if you can get a fist weapon that has like an MST bonus, that'll help as well. But yeah, it's just because the unarmed casting animation is a lot quicker. That said, you will be totally fine without the unarmed casting animation, but if you want to cast as fast as possible, then that's the way to do it, basically. But only for male forces. Female animation slower. Yeah, there's a lot of weird things like that in PSO. Like things that really shouldn't work, but do. Okay, so that's a relatively short quest, but the enemy counts weren't too bad. It's better than I thought it would be. I suspect that Gifoy will still feel glacial. I mean, Gifoy, I believe Gifoy is one of the slowest casting techniques, if not the slowest. There's me peeking at a random stream and already I've learned something. I'm glad to help. Yeah, so if you're playing Phonuel, Phonuel won't benefit from the unarmed casting, really. So for those, yeah, use a weapon. I lived to see the day folks in the UK were melting while we were freezing in Brazil. For what it's worth, I would much rather be freezing. I mean, like I say, it has cooled off a little bit, but it's still warm. But it's manageable now, at least. I feel very sorry for the people in Eastern Europe who are about to get it. Oh, it's getting warm again now, okay. Well, yeah, that wasn't too bad a quest. I don't think it's something I would run outside of RBR. But with the RBR boost, yeah, it's probably not too bad. It's 4 mile time, apparently. Sick of years of intense heat. The problem is over here now, we're getting more and more extremes, so we're getting, you know, much hotter summers and much colder winters now. Okay, so if anyone wants 50 hit charge Vulcans, Silence has some for sale at the minute. I'm good myself, I've got a couple, so, but if anyone else needs them. I still don't know how anyone gets the 50 hit charge Vulcans because they never appear in my shop. PSO is a gem, it is. Alright, so what's happening in the other team? So they are doing a War of Limits Oran. Hopefully they have more luck with the slicer of Fanatics than we had. You spent 1 million Mazetta on them. To be honest, I don't blame you because they never show up. Yeah, Adis, if you need them, so we're in the European ship, Block 2, Lobby 21. Feel free to drop by if you want to pick some up. Okay, so they've been going 11 minutes. I don't think that was like a really long quest. I love the item names from drops showing up from far away. How do you enable those? If you go on the Ephinea forums, there is a section for tools, and one of the things on there, I think it's called Item Tracker or Dropbox Tracker. Yeah, I would really recommend it. It helps a lot. Yeah, so it looks like Ades has come in to get some charge Vulcans. So it looks like Silence has opened a game, so yeah, just join that game. Sounds like he's got quite a few of them, so. But yeah, Firerock, I basically use 2 tools. So I have the Dropbox Tracker, which is the one that shows the items on the ground. And then I also have an item reader, which if I quickly disable my webcam. So this box here, this shows up items that drop on the ground, like certain items that I've got filtered. So it shows rares, it shows items with a high hit. So anything important kind of shows up here. So it's just really handy to have as a little reference. That's also on the Ephinea forum as well. So I'm just wondering, do we do a green or spaceship? Since we haven't done a gold run yet. Yeah, so it's EU, Block 2, Lobby 21. Yeah, I'm just saying we could do a green or spaceship maybe. Try for gold. I mean, I feel like we have to do at least one run. Yeah, the tools are really useful. Definitely check out the tools section on Ephinea. There's also cool things on there as well, like, you know, people do skins for Ephinea, so they'll do, you know, skins that change the UI, skins that change how some of the areas look. I keep it pretty much normal, but yeah, you can change it if you want to. My Flunuel is using a Hell handgun at level 24. Honestly, not bad. I mean, Hell's more reliable than Megid, honestly. Alright, so Nemu has a spaceship run open. So there are 2 more slots if anyone wants in. But first, let's throw money away. Night power, fantastic. This room, the one we're in, is for Green Hill Spaceship for handgun gold. I don't know what quest we're doing, but yeah, no worries, missed. Do you know what? We've got time for one more Gamba. Yeah, so what you do at is, so it's block 2. And then once you spawn in, you might be able to see it straight away at the counter. But when you spawn in, there's usually like a portal behind you. And that allows you to change the lobby. So the blocks and the lobbies are different. So block 2 is where you want to be. And then lobby 21 is where we were all hanging out. But I think as long as you're in block 2, you should be able to see the game. I got a rod. Amazing. Yeah, so lobby 21, yeah. Hopefully we didn't drop any frames there. My restream chat just disconnected and then reconnected again. Doesn't look like I've dropped any frames. I think we're okay. Hell Handgun has 65 hit on it. Oh, you got it from a Christmas present. Yeah, I got I just realised these 2 Rixes look exactly the same. Yeah, I think I got a handgun from the Christmas event as well, but I think mine was an arrest handgun instead, but again was 65 hit. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I mean, there's not many options to choose from, is there really? Alright, so I guess we just run in here and then I'll shift the D-band in here. Is everyone in? Yeah. I still like Spaceship, I just wish it had better drops for the most part. You do get the advantage of track here. That's like the one saving grace of this place. So gold is a mere 1 in 32,000. Hell Needle is the saving grace. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm I'm questioning whether it's even worth debuffing because everything's just getting instant killed anyway. Yeah, Trick Track is still one of my favourite songs though. I think now I know where it originates from. It makes it even better. Yeah, I guess at least there's some other okay drops here. I mean, the Red Wolves drop Q Paralysis, which isn't terrible, I guess. You're the YouTube guy. I'm also the Twitch guy. But yeah, I started on YouTube with the videos mainly. Yeah, I do videos and streams, Young Retro. So I normally do 2 streams a week, and then I do videos as and when. I used to do them more regularly, but I tend to do them as and when now. Just when I feel I've got something that I need to make a video on. Trying to place your accent. You're not from London. I'd say you're more north. I am very much north. Yeah, I am very far from London. Don't say Yorkshire. So this is where it gets controversial. I think technically where I'm from is now treated as North Yorkshire, but wasn't always. But I definitely don't have a Yorkshire accent. The Yorkshire accent is very different from this. I'm getting Leeds-ish. You're getting closer. More north, though. It's got some north influence in it, to be sure. It is very much northern. Oh, I did not know they fell down that fast. To be fair though, I think like trying to place the accent, it kind of, I suppose it depends where you're from originally. So like for me, if I was trying to place an American accent, I wouldn't have a clue where they're from. Great content though, keep it up. Thank you for that. I just don't like the Yorkshire accent, not trying to dox. I mean, the Yorkshire accent is... it's very noticeable. You wouldn't be able to tell where I'm from by looking at my accent. I mean, I will say on Peter's stream yesterday, there was someone, when I was on the stream, there was someone in chat who got it immediately where I was from. Although, to be fair, I think that's because they were relatively local as well and obviously recognised the accent. My area has a hyper-local accent of maybe just 500 people, and it's totally different from the rest of the region. Mother was from the US South, my father was from Leicester, and their accents cancelled out and left me sounding like I'm from nowhere. So my younger brother used to live up here as well, and then he moved down south to Norwich, and he was there for quite a few years, and his accent kind of changed over the years to this weird mix of like my region and Norwich, and it was a horrible combination. It's just weird how just being down there for a couple of years just changed his accent completely. Yeah, I've always thought like accents are really, really interesting to see how they develop and how they die out as well, because you know there are some accents that just die out over the years, which is like interesting. It's sad, but it's kind of interesting. Haven't looked at the tools for Ephinea yet. Too bad you can't have a character multiple different skins. Yeah, character skins. I don't know how they are on Ephinea. I know they, like the admins of Ephinea tend to use certain skins. I know Mew quite often uses like a tail skin or something. I had a co-worker with a very American accent complain that when he went home, people said he had a Northern English accent. Well, they said he had a Game of Thrones accent because it was popular at the time. I mean, one thing I found with my accent in particular is that when I like first started talking to people on voice chat, and particularly some friends I'd known for a long time, when I first started talking to them on voice chat, I found that I had to slow down my speech quite a bit because I think I naturally speak quite fast. And I had a few instances where people basically told me to slow down. I used to live somewhere where the accents sounded like people were talking with rocks in their mouths. Was working at a bar and couldn't understand someone, and he legitimately thought I was French because I couldn't understand him. Yeah, accents are very funny things. Oh, fought and drop. Yeah, I think it's really interesting, Void Money. The worst accent I ever dealt with was an Irish group of about 5 or 6. The British couldn't understand them. I think the one I always really struggle to understand is a Glaswegian accent. So, you know, Glasgow. They have such a strong accent that I genuinely struggle to understand them sometimes. But to be fair, they probably can't understand me as well, so... And that's the thing as well, isn't it? I think sometimes it gets oversimplified as well. So, you know, you can say an Irish accent, but even with that, there's, you know, there's several different dialects of Irish accent that sound totally different from each other. Oh, cross scar drop. So we're getting all the massive rares. I just realised this character is getting close to 150. That terrifies me. I feel like I've barely played her. Is there such a thing as a light switch in here? Much better. Yeah, Lily, I've been trying to work out when I think the anniversary might start for Ephinea, because we are getting towards that time of year again. I've booked some time off work. I'm hoping I've picked the right week. Yeah, the character skins are on there. I don't know how it works. I mean, I don't know if you were using one that is like character side only, so only you see it. I don't know if that's okay on Ephinea or if that's frowned upon. I haven't really looked into it, to be honest. Oh god, I've just realised the sorcerer's dropped green nail card. I really don't want that. I think it's all client side. I think that kind of thing normally is client side, isn't it, usually? Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, at least this is decent experience for my full mal, I guess. It is insane, though, that even with Red Drop Week, it's still 1 in 32k for gold. That's just ridiculous. So I think if they were going to make any changes to the drop chart, I would say I do think the gold needs to be... The rate does need to be improved for it. I'm not just saying that because of Nemo. I think it genuinely... I just don't see the reason of why it's as hard to get as it is. I'm not saying it's been an easy drop, but... Well, bear in mind that it's 1 in 32k, and that's only because it's rare drop week. Sim for meal, to be fair. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. I mean, but I guess all Philly sees is easy to get. The issue is getting one with hit. Because realistically, for Gold Miller as well, like, not only are each of the two parts really hard to get, but like, would you want to make a Gold Miller without hit? I mean, you say it's easy, but I mean, it's still a difficult drop rate. It's an easy hunt in terms of, you know, it's just hunting Tolors for the most part, which is, yeah, super easy to do. But the drop rate is still pretty garbage. But again, not as garbage as gold. I mean, there just isn't a good drop for gold. There are no good options. And then again, if you got gold and Miller, would you want to make a gold Miller without hit? Socks didn't be good for it. I mean, it's still 1 in 28k though. Yeah, there's just like no good options. You basically have what? Ruined Sorcerers. Del Sabers here with terrible drop rate. Or is it one of the Merries in Tower? I think. Yeah, the yellow flowers in Tower, the ones that never show up. And isn't even that about 1 in 20,000? It's just, it's absolutely ludicrous. It's such a hard item to get. Like, honestly, I would much rather hunt another SGS than hunt gold. That's the sad thing as well, yeah. Like, even if you get Gold Miller, I mean, yeah, it's a pretty strong mech gun. And the special has some niche uses, you know, for Darkfalls and stuff like that. Well, for straight up damage, like pretty much everything else in the game, it's outdamaged by Charge Vulcans. Which is no problem of Gold Miller, it's just that, unfortunately, the game is really badly balanced for that. And Charge Vulcans are just too good. Yeah, Yaz 9k obviously has the increased range as well, which is nice. Am I right in thinking that... Does Gold Miller have increased range as well, but just not as much as Yaz? I think Gold Miller might have slightly extended range. Slight increase, but not full rifle range, okay. I mean, honestly, even if they gave Gold Miller full rifle range, that would help it at least. Wolf TGS is what I'm hearing. Yeah, I mean, TGS is another weird one, isn't it? It's obviously super hard to get. And, I mean, it does have a lot of attack power, but it's still kind of outclassed. You got a PD and a luck material on boxes, nice. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem with PSO. We've mentioned it before, but yeah, there is a bit of a balancing issue with PSO. Who'd have thought that a 20-odd-year-old game has balancing issues? But it's just unfortunate that a lot of the really rare stuff just isn't that great. They should allow you to give it an item similar to Heaven Punisher, but allow it to get the Hell Special of SJS. Yeah, I mean, the special on TGS is... I mean, it's okay. I mean, it does hard. I think it does hard attack damage, and it hits everything, and it can't miss. But you are wasting your PB gauge to do it. Okay, I need to remember that I can't Zalo this guy, because for reasons unknown to me, he is just immune to it. It's a better use of PB gauge. Maybe. I mean, the issue is if you're playing with other people, obviously you can get a really high level shifted E-band from a full player chain. Maybe for solo, yeah, maybe for solo it's worth using. Okay, we got Hopkins as bind assault back again. Someone really needs to stop him from losing all his gear constantly. At this point, it's a fetish for him. He just goes around Raggle, just losing gear. Yeah, do you not like the camera view on Gold Dragon? Do you not like seeing nothing? It's crazy that you only get 8,000 Mazetta for that. Oh yeah, I mean, the level 8 shifter and D-band is complete overkill, yeah. Is Oran good for rangers? It depends how you think about it. So, quite often what you'll do in PSO is you'll make a character a section ID to hunt stuff that isn't specifically for that character. So, an example of that is quite often you'll find that a lot of rangers are Skyly. And that's because a lot of the stuff that drops on Skyly is much easier to hunt with a ranger. I mean, Oran is like the stereotypical dagger ID. I'd probably say maybe it's better for like hunter and force drops, but you're probably good hunting stuff with a ranger. We really put this song on, huh? Alright, so we've probably got time for one more run, I think. Is there anything in particular that anyone wants to go for the last run? Gold. I mean, if someone wants to host a gold run, then feel free to go and do it. I've done one run, so... D-Photon or Red Ring? I mean, I am down to just do, if you want to just do a quick TTF to end the stream. Try for a Red Ring, I guess. We could do that. We have a card that allows us to use TTF once per stream. Are we 9? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think. Yeah, we have 10. So we could do, what, 4, 3, 3? Oh yeah, Vectroid might be AFK possibly. So I guess we can base it on having 9 then. So yeah, we could do... I mean, honestly, I'm happy just doing a TTF run. Just something quick to end the stream, really. Yeah, we could do a red TTF. Yeah, I just realised there are literally no hunters here, are there? Yeah, so I think we're just doing some TTF to end stream. And our Parkins has made a Red Rear one. Fine TTF. Oh, and Nemu has made another TTF as well. So we have 2 TTF games up. So I will join... It's kind of funny that we could basically have no hunters. I think Mist said that they're getting their Huke Seal, so that's 1. The rare hunter. Imagine my shock when TTF mentioned and now no one wants in. I think we'll just kind of figure out who goes in which party. Yeah, if you want to host another one, that's fine. Because I think there was 9 total, wasn't there? So... Oh, we have another hunter. Another 2 hunters, actually. Yeah, so everyone, if you just file into one of the TTF runs, just, yeah, whichever one you want to join. There should be 3 going. Yes, there's a Viridia, there's a Red Rear, and there's a Greeno. And I'll just join whichever one lost. Just try and balance it out. You need a caster. Okay, I can join that one then. I bring Tex. I still love that your Humar is called Galatim. It's so good. Oh, Vectroid's back. Are all the teams balanced now? Well, we've got 4 here. What are we like in the other teams at the minute? You got 4 as well. And there's 2 slots in the other game, so ideally either someone leaves from this game or someone leaves from the other 4-player game and goes to the one that's got 2 in. Just so we're not screwing over one of the parties. You can't leave. You can leave, Drac. Yeah, you might not necessarily get a force. They seem to be in short supply at the minute. So we've got 1 caster. I mean, so we can start at least because our team's more or less as balanced as it's going to get. I know green is one of the best IDs for rangers for rifle hunts, but is there any other IDs that rangers recommend for rangers that are not purple? See, I was just going to say purple. I mean, white tail is a generally really balanced ID. Yellow bows is pretty balanced. Yeah, blue full. Blue full pretty good as well. I mean, whether you choose to believe a blue full Heaven Punch drop is worth doing, I don't know. I'm still undecided on that. I mean, not that it matters because I never see Hildator anywhere. It just doesn't exist. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's only TTF, so I think even if you don't have a force, it shouldn't be too bad. As long as you're all not really low level. I love playing 4 mile and just missing everything. See, Hildator does not exist. We'll see a red slime now. Oh, I really hope not. The red rear team needs to get the red slime. But you've probably willed that into existence now. Dragon just gets bullied, really, doesn't it? Having a force in the party just feels good for the best heal and support. Oh yeah, for sure. It's nice to have one, but it's not the end of the world if you don't. Oh, Vectroid got a Renoff 3 or 3 SNR 2. Well, I'm not going to split the slimes because I don't want to run the risk of us actually getting a red slime. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine just ignoring those if you want. Already have Sky for my Hini World, don't need another Skylight. Yeah, Skylight I would say is an idea you definitely only need one of. Again, it's one of those situations where it's almost not worth debuffing. Because by the time I actually get the debuff out, things are dying anyway. Right, don't do it again. Good. Is there a ain't hunting for? So we're doing TTF at the moment, just it's the last run of the stream, so we're just doing a TTF to try for red ring. But yeah, we've hunted a few things on stream. Not with any success, I might add. It's always the same though, like whenever it's red drop week, we never get anything. It does seem to be like the unwritten rule of this game where you must ignore whatever boost it is because it won't happen. Now, I suppose we could get LK38 combat from this guy as well. I would not turn my nose up at that. Not that I got one, of course. Yeah, we're just kind of, we're not really hunting anything specific as such. I tried to balance it out a little bit so that if people have things they want to hunt for, I try and sort of mix it up and do a few different runs to help different people out. But red ring is something that I know quite a few people want, so... Unfortunately, it is quite a difficult drop. I mean, it's just as well, I mean, it's literally the best barrier in the game, so it kind of has to be. Oh yeah, we could get a Viridia card. Does anyone actually want Viridia card? I mean, I guess it's a banner, I suppose. If it's like a consolation prize banner, but it is a banner. plenty of things I want to hunt for, but can't get due to how long it takes to hunt for them. Yeah, that is a lot of the problem with some of the stuff in PSO. Some of the stuff is just so hard to find that you kind of have to accept that you might not ever find it. Again, that's just down to how the game was designed originally. It was kind of designed to have these weapons that were almost unobtainable, so that if you saw someone that was rocking one of them, it'd be like really impressive. Yeah, that's why I always laugh when I hear people, particularly on NGS, some people complain that some of the new drops are hard to get. Right? They're not. Not in comparison to this. Yeah, I suppose the good thing about how Ephinea is now is you do have the ability to have every single section ID. So I think you've got 32 character slots now, so and you only need, what, 10 to cover all the section IDs? Yeah, you only need 10 to cover all the different section IDs, so... I suppose there might be a couple of IDs where you have multiple characters, because some characters are better at hunting different areas. I guess an example of that would be maybe Purple Numb, because a Force would hunt Psycho ones a lot better. So yeah, a Force would probably hunt something like Psycho ones a lot better, like particularly Ephinea, if you hunt it from the lilies, because they just wreck caves. But that Ephinea probably wouldn't be great for hunting, say, Heaven Punisher on the same ID. What character did you double on, excluding Humor, of course? Also, thank you for the follow, Shamperton. I mean, for me, it should not surprise you. I doubled upon Uniwell. Those of you who saw Peter's stream yesterday might have saw my secret other Uniwell. So, unfortunately, I don't really have anything to do the trick with. I mean, I guess Vivienne's not bad, I guess. Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah, I guess Ephinea could also farm Yaznanka. I mean, Ephinea is just really good for hunting a lot of different areas, so I guess maybe you could double up on Ephinea. Damn, he did not waste any time. I mean, I've got the Gizonde lock. Although now he's decided that no, he's not going to be locked anymore. I think he might be desyncing. There we go. You had 3 memory cards of GameCube. Yeah, I think I had 2, but I shared my memory cards with my brother. So we normally had like a couple of characters each on each memory card. Volop, such a joke. I still don't really know what's up with Volop's design in Ultimate. In normal, hadn't very hard. It obviously just looks like a robot. That's fine. In Ultimate, I don't know what it's meant to be. Like mine's the boss is the worst part. Yeah, Volp is just kind of a nothing burger. It's barely even a boss. Yeah, Volop just gets disintegrated. I wouldn't mind actually getting a Vivienne with hit. That would be nice. This one has nice attributes, this one, but it has no hit on it, which is a problem when you have full mal accuracy. Yeah, at least CTF is a really nice, easy run. Again, I don't like the quest just because of how overly useful it is. But for a quest just to round out the stream, it's not bad. You got... Oh yeah, you get Silence Claw from Claws, yeah. Also, have we managed to go an entire stream without a Silence Claw drop? In Rare Drop Week, no less. That might be a record. We seem to get one every single time I play PSO. Alright, so the first files that we did was just a warm-up. This is the red ring one, obviously. Yeah, so we'll do this and then we'll play in the stream after that, I think. I'm curious to see what level Peter's got up to. So I think my play here is just Gifoy spam. I might have to move around a bit because I'm going to get deleted otherwise. She's at 72. Oh, nice. So there is a real chance of her hitting ultimate before end of stream. I mean, yeah, she's got quite a few hours left, hasn't she? So yeah, she's going to hit ultimate before the end. That's really impressive, honestly. Barter is great on this phase, is it? I've always typically, with a Force, I normally just do Gifoy because it, obviously the lingering hitboxes and everything, it catches the ones as they spawn, which is nice. Yeah, I never used Barter on that phase. I might try that next time. Oh god, that was spicy. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, she's not even rushing. I mean, I know she's obviously taking time for breaks and everything, which is really important. She should be. But yeah. Oh, of course the invincibility runs out then. Yeah, Falls is a little bit like Overflow. It seems like you either just delete it immediately or it just is a complete pain. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's really impressive, like, the amount of levels she's got, but like, the more impressive thing, obviously, is the amount of money she's raised for charity. It's incredible. I love it when the camera goes up in the sky. You can't see anything. Oh, that is so jammy. It's literally got no health. Nice work. Alright, come on. Surely this time. No, of course not. I'm beginning to think that that red ring drop I got was a myth and doesn't actually exist. At least I didn't get PD'd again. Yet so far, touch wood, I have managed to dodge the PD on faults. I can't imagine how annoying that must be getting PD'd on Darkfalls. Got PD'd 3 times. Red ring is stuff for legends. I mean, the actual drop rate doesn't look too bad, but obviously because it's from a boss. Oh, she just hit level 73, nice. You've gotten 2 PDs from Falls, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we'll get him next time. I'd like to think that maybe during the next anniversary, we might see another one. We have to get at least one banner during the anniversary. We have to. Yeah, so thank you for all the games. I think we'll probably end there for today. So just as a reminder, on Wednesday, I should be doing Chrono Trigger. As far as I know, the heatwave is more or less over this week, so we should be good to play Chrono Trigger on Wednesday. If anything does come up, I'll let you know, but I think we should be okay to do it. Next Sunday, I will have a look. I'll see when the PSU event ends. We might possibly do PSU again if that event is still going. If not, we'll do something else. I do need to do episode 3 at some point because a few people asked for it. So. Oh, did you just say the heatwave's coming to Portugal next? Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope it's not as bad as it was here. Yeah, be safe if you are on the heatwave. You know, make sure you stay hydrated. But yeah, we will end there for today. What I'm going to do is on the Twitch side, I am going to send a raid over to Pizza Maid. Again, she is currently doing a 12-hour stream for charity, for a sort of suicide awareness prevention charity. I encourage you to go and check it out, and if you are able to donate, all the better. So I will, on Twitch side, I will send you over to Pizza Made. And let's see how high we can get her to level before the stream ends. I think she's got quite a few hours left, I think, so there's time. So yeah, I'm going to send you over to Pizza Made now on Twitch, and on YouTube, I will see you guys on Wednesday for some Chrono Trigger. So whatever you're doing, have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you on Wednesday for some Chrono Trigger. See you guys.